Here is why you should not interchange FASD, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, with FAS, fetal alcohol syndrome. In the US and many parts of the world, FASD, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, is an umbrella term to describe 5 different types of FASD. And fetal alcohol syndrome is one of those 5 types. FASD tends to talk about the whole spectrum of FASD, where FAS, fetal alcohol syndrome, is only talking about one specific type, which means statistics and research, and if you're looking at population studies, the numbers can be off. Also, when we talk about FAS, which a lot of people tend to only talk about FAS, it tends to be talked about with the facial features attached to the diagnosis of FAS. If you talk about FASD, that does not mean every single person with FASD has those facial features, but every single person with FAS has those facial features. That was one of the key diagnostic criteria to meet for FAS. Another reason why you shouldn't interchange them. So now here's where it gets super complicated. Canada is one of the leading researchers in FASD, and in 2015 they completely changed the diagnostic criteria for FASD, and they decided to make FASD, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, a full diagnostic term. In the rest of the world, FASD is just an umbrella term and is not a diagnostic title, which also makes it important and why it shouldn't be interchanged. Back to Canada. So Canada went, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder is a spectrum. We have decided that the 5 types of FASD are not proper diagnostic tools anymore. The concept of types is outdated and it doesn't work for our medical system. In Canada, we do not have fetal alcohol syndrome, and we do not have all the other 4 types of FASD. It is just fetal alcohol spectrum disorder with essential facial features, or FASD without essential facial features. Because we know the facial features are only 10% in the population of FASD. Also know that fetal alcohol syndrome nowadays is not the most severe form of FASD. There is no one type of FASD that is more severe than another. FASD is a spectrum and everyone is affected differently. Hope that answers your question. Bye!